everyone, and welcome to Make Ours a Double podcast. I'm Lucy Jane.
And I'm Louise Marie. With our show, literally nothing is off the table.
We talk sex, divorce, motherhood,
And sisterhood.
but not forgetting friendships, relationships, hardships.
And even situationships. This gives us the platform to be real, authentic, and most importantly, raw. So expect lots of laughs, some tears, and a whole lot of love.
We hope you enjoy and just get involved. Test 1, test 2. First official podcast.
Make ours a double, oi oi!
Yay!
Yes, a first official podcast, number 1.
Make ours a double, Louise. Why?
Because a single won't do.
Woo!
Yes, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, right.
There's a few topics that we obviously want to discuss, but what are we talking about today, Lou?
I think it's got to be dating.
Oh,
I've
man.
had some hilarious WhatsApps, I have to say, from Louise herself.
The thing is,
Here we go.
this dating only, is aimed at me, really, isn't it?
Well, the whole world of
Because-
singletons.
Yeah, but-
my WhatsApps are specifically from you, so...
I always find I'm always the one that's in a predicament. I'm always the
Yeah.
one that goes on bad dates. I'm always the one that, basically, guys, is still single.
It's still single.
Looking for love if you're out there.
Okay.
Anyone
Prince
listening?
Charming, come
Yeah.
on.
I mean, I don't really know how you find anyone nowadays. I mean, for me, from my experience, I mean, yes, it's been locked down. Yes, it's, we had a bad year and stuff last year. But, I mean, dating apps for me, are you really going to find your husband on a dating app?
Well,
Seriously.
I know people that have.
Yeah, but I think, like we said earlier about dating apps, I think people from maybe when they first came out...
It's not how I'd want to meet somebody.
No, I don't either.
Because it's not that natural connection, that natural, you hate that word, that natural banter.
Connection, yeah, I hate that word. I prefer vibe.
Connection.
Yeah, I prefer vibe.
All right, vibes.
Yeah.
I got vibe on it.
No, it's actually I've got 5 on it.
No, it's
That
not.
does, I swear. That goes, I got 5 on it.
Oh,
Yes, I
are
have a
you
music
sure?
contract for all those
Are
people
you
out there that just
sure?
heard me sing.
I do like to make up my own lyrics.
Okay.
Anyway.
In terms of Lucy, I got 5 on it. Yeah, no, that's where it's
all
close.
right,
I got
all
5
right.
on it.
Anyway.
Funny. I didn't even know you didn't know that.
I've been singing it wrong all these
Yeah,
years.
you have. You always sing the wrong lyrics anyway.
All right, back to embarrassing you with your hilarious dates. So, can I just tell everybody? So, I'm going to go with dating apps to start
Yeah,
with.
okay,
Right? Just
yeah.
simply because I've had some really funny WhatsApps from Louise, and quite often she'll start up on a dating app, and then she comes off.
Yeah.
And then she goes on,
Yeah.
and then she comes off, and
I'm
they
always
go
on,
in-
off, on,
It
off.
goes in waves of I think how she's feeling or just whatever. But yeah, last couple of weeks she's been on them, and I've never ever been on a dating website or app.
I don't
whatever you call
recommend
them.
it. Not even joking. I don't recommend
From
it.
WhatsApp, neither do I.
No, because you're scrolling on there, and I've come across people. I mean, I just find it embarrassing. Like you'll scroll. No, but you'll scroll
Well,
across.
It is judgy.
No, well, it is because I don't really want my face on there, and people are saying no to me. I mean, how could you anyway?
No one's
But
saying
I
no
don't
to
really.
you.
Well, they are obviously, but I just think people. You scroll, and then you see somebody from your gym. Or
Yeah.
somebody that you know, and you think, "Oh my god!" And
Or your
I
mate's
don't-
boyfriend.
Yeah, well, I've
That,
seen
you
that.
know,
Yeah,
exactly.
I
It's
mean,
so dodgy.
I don't know. I personally, for me, I get bored and I think, "Oh, it's a Sunday, sod it. I'll download Tinder or Bumble or what
So-
was the other one?
Louise
Another
will
Hinge.
then download it, right? And then what happens is I message her and say, what's the latest then on Hinge or whatever?
Yeah,
And she said, all right, give me 5 minutes. I'll show you exactly what isn't happening.
because Lucy
on
wants to
Hinge."
know what it's like. I think you think it's.
I
And by
thought
the
it was
way, guys,
exciting.
Lucy is single too, but
Alright.
she's just not ready for the apps and stuff. She's not been in the game for a long
I
time
don't-
like I have.
I don't think I'll be going on the apps
You don't want to.
per se. So
You
let's
don't
just
want
put
to.
that out there. So then anyway, I get this video.
Lucy thinks I'm being fussy, so yeah, that's why I send her a video.
No, okay, now I know she's not being fussy.
Exactly.
And it will be a video of Louise screenshotting her Hinge. So she's swiping, and then literally I'll look at this person and think, what? Those shoes go on forever.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
canoes on his feet.
That was one guy I had to.
And before, I've even thought it. Louise has already zoomed in on it,
Yeah.
and she narrates her way through all these different people.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it must make us sound like horrible.
Because when someone says to you,
But-
"Oh my god, how's it going?" I think, well, you
These
can have a
aren't-
look and
but
see.
These aren't normal looking people.
No.
They're not. I mean, it's almost like the hills have eyes. It's really strange. It's really weird. And they're people that's been matched to Louise. I just don't get it. I
Well,
really, really don't
they're
get
not.
it.
They're just people that are in my criteria. So my criteria, guys. Let me
but
just...
they are not in the 30s.
No, some of
These
them
people
definitely
are like
are not.
50, 60.
No, there's people out there that are
and
messing
they
around with that
say
date of birth.
that they're 33.
They look like 63.
Absolutely.
That is not even a
Yeah.
joke. So this would be my criteria. I mean, this is simple, I think. I mean, when everyone says to me, "Oh, why are you single?" and "What, you must be picky. What are you looking for?" I'll give you the credentials, guys.
She's picky.
And then no. Then
All
you
right.
then you tell
All
me.
right.
You tell
Here
me
comes the tick list.
if I'm fussy. Okay, tall.
But if he was a little less than tall, but perfect.
These are my
right, okay.
credentials.
I'll be quiet. Go on
Tall.
then. Tall,
Okay.
everybody.
Tall. A good sense of humour is a must.
Absolutely.
And that's not a big thing to
No.
ask, is it?
Well, there aren't very many.
Well, this is what
funny
I'm
people out
saying.
there.
Loyal.
Yeah, I'll repeat that one. Loyal.
Honest.
Did you feel the spray that went
Yeah.
into the mic there?
Honest. That is a big one, and I don't come
Yeah.
across people that are honest.
Yeah.
Honest. I want to find them attractive, so nice looking.
Yeah.
That's got to be something, right?
Yeah.
Because
I think so, but I do think maybe open your mind a little bit to what you think you might find attractive. You might just surprise yourself.
I'm open.
But you have been more open-minded.
Yeah, I'm
lately.
definitely open to, if somebody can make me laugh, then oh my
That's
god,
attractive,
that's
isn't it?
way
Yeah.
attractive. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. What else? I like him to dress nicely, take care of his appearance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Not be scruffy.
Yeah.
So I think that's fair.
Not wear sandals. Things like that, you mean?
Yeah, not wear sandals. Like, yeah, that'd be
Like
good.
someone we know.
Yeah, like someone we know. Inside joke. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so nicely dressed. I don't think that's hard to ask.
Just for the record, I like sandals.
Yeah, I like to say
On the beach.
You did like sandals?
Did.
Yeah, did being the word. And to be honest, that is just kind, caring, them kind of things. I wouldn't say that's much to ask, but the biggest factor, which I struggle with, is the attraction.
Yeah, and the trouble is you start then chatting with these guys and a conversation will start and it's just boring, isn't it?
Oh my God, did you see the other day on telly? So there was this
What?
thing called... Because, I mean...
First dates?
No, I don't know. Worse than that.
Oh,
I don't
God.
know how many more dating shows they can do. First dates, Love Island,
Yeah.
and
don't
you know,
talk to me about Love Island.
dating naked in the dark and all that kind of stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, them kind of
Dating
thing.
naked in
Yeah,
the
something
dark.
like that they had on TV once. But the other day, I honestly was like, "What has the world come to? Strangers making babies.
What?
Strangers making
No, that's
babies."
not nice because that's babies.
But
involved.
this could actually potentially be
That's-
an option that I would think about. Because if these are people on there, no joke, I watched it last night. It was on Catch
What?
Up.
So
So it's a, I don't know if you've
I'm
seen
sorry,
it, guys.
but I'm a bit
It's-
baffled here.
Well, I had to explain. It's, I think it was Channel 4 or something like that, maybe. So it's a documentary.
have you applied?
No, you can't apply. It's a documentary that is already following people doing this experiment.
Okay.
Well, not an experiment. So it's a thing in London, and it's called, you have to go through so many tests, and it's all about co-parenting. Rather than...
Don't talk to me about co-parenting.
Yeah, that's another show. Rather than having a sperm donor or an
Yeah.
egg donor
Yeah.
or a surrogate,
Yeah.
you go into this place, like agency,
Yeah.
and they pair you up with somebody
Yeah.
who wants to co-parent too.
I don't know if that's fair on the child.
Right? So you get two parents that are in it. They don't have a sexual relationship to have this baby. It's all done through IVF and stuff, or however they do it. And yeah, so it's like a dating show, but
God,
they're
imagine
finding...
being brought into the world like that.
Yeah. And I thought, actually,
So
these...
unnatural.
But
I
then you
don't know
hear
how I
these
feel
people
about
on
it.
the telly...
You're not doing that.
No,
and
no, no.
absolutely, that is not a possibility. for
No,
you.
but you listen to these people on the telly, there's a girl on there, so attractive, and she was 34, and she was like, I've just not
Rings a
found
few
any...
bells.
Yeah, I've just not found anybody, and time's ticking for a relationship. And I thought, yeah,
Yeah.
And it was quite a
get
good
that.
good concept, but obviously I wouldn't do it because I'm
No.
still hopeful there is Mr. Right out there, but there's a lot of Mr. Wrongs also.
There is so many wrongs,
isn't there?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I just don't know where the next step is.
The thing is I think the first thing you do is you exhaust all avenues, don't you? As in, you know, family, friends, brothers, mates, cousin.
Oh yeah, can you
know.
imagine my brother's friends?
Well, okay, maybe not your.
I tell you what,
specifically your brother's
one
friends.
guy, we won't name names obviously, on a night out once before, he basically said to me that
I'm not sure what you're going to say.
he liked me, okay? And I remember, it's one New Year's Eve, and I remember saying to him, then what's the problem? Because I thought it was fit, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he said, oh, I just can't go there though.
Ah, yes, I know. Yeah, I remember.
And I said,
why?
And he said, because you're your brother.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, well, then don't bother then. Because that's what I'm like, guys.
Yeah,
I'm quite cut and dry. I don't mess around. I'm very black and white. And I think, I was like, okay, then don't worry about it then.
So that avenue was exhausted very quickly. But okay, then like, you know, sort of your friends, boyfriends, friends, like, you know, that's exhausted.
It's exhausted.
Like your cousin.
Because my best friend sitting right here is divorced, so she doesn't have anybody for me.
Yeah, I'm certainly not hooking you up with any of them.
No, so I just, you think, like you say, all the avenues are...
And then when you exhaust them and then you're put into lockdown where you can't actually go out, you can't naturally just bump into somebody
I do miss dating.
You can't just bump into somebody on a night out.
Yeah.
Or wherever you would normally be going on your whereabouts every day to day.
Because I had a few lockdown dates, guys. I say few, how many did I have?
Oh, about 20?
No. I had a lockdown date.
3?
Was it 3? No, because I had a lockdown date in August with Big Ears. Do you remember?
How can I forget?
Yeah, with Big Ears.
Yeah.
And then
that didn't end well, did it?
No, a lockdown date with. Well, I don't know what we can say about him. His nickname has got his full name in it, so we can't call him that.
Okay, yeah.
With him. So yeah, 2 I'd say.
And the other one was after a chocolate bar.
Oh yeah, actually I forgot about that. Yeah. But it's difficult, guys, isn't it? It is difficult. I mean, I love dating when it's good. Yeah. But I hate dating when it's bad. I just
don't like the way it leaves you feeling. No, it's not nice. But when it's good, it's really exciting, it's fun, it's how it should be.
Do you remember that date I went on? I've got to tell you guys. So, actually, do you know what? I'd like to know your best dates and your worst dates.
Oh, I want to know your worst dates.
Yeah.
I don't want to know your best dates.
No, I want to know your worst dates. No, because your best dates, you're going to tell me that you're in a relationship and you've been together for about 10 years. I don't care.
Got children.
Yeah. No, your worst dates. That would be good.
Ones.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
So, I'll tell you my worst date. So, I've actually got a few. So, I'll tell the first one. So, this was a guy I met on Tinder. I think it was Tinder. And we met in Chelmsford. And his name was Dean, right? So I thought. Well, anyway, you know, I met up with him. He was a little bit shorter than me, so I kind of let it go. It was all right. We had a really nice time. Had some food, and I was thinking, oh, yeah, like, he's quite nice. Anyway.
Yeah. I think I'd already received a message.
Yeah, you had. Here's the check-up message.
Yeah, always checking up on each other.
And then we were just talking, and I was saying to him, embarrassingly, oh my God, my brother's called Dean. How weird, like Dean. And I was calling him Dean. I was saying...
Because before you went on the date, you had a bit of a thing about,
yeah, it's my brother's name, Dean. Yeah.
Couldn't kind of comprehend that.
And then, and I was calling him Dean. I was like, oh, don't worry, Dean. Like, you know, oh, Dean, you know. And then he sort of had a tattoo on his arm and it said K something, or was it C something? I think it was something like that. And it was basically some initials. And I said, oh, what's that? He said, oh, that's my ex-girlfriend's name. And I was like, okay. So already he looked a bit shady about it.
Yeah.
And then we were talking and he let slip. He said, you know, my mum always says to me, I'm going to call him something different. I'm not going to call him his name. So I'm going to call him Scott. Okay, that wasn't his name, but I'm going to call him that. So anyway, he said to me, you know, my mum always says to me, Scott, don't do that, and Scott, don't do this. And I went, Scott?
Sick?
I went, Scott? I said, who's Scott?
Oh my God.
I went, you're Scott, are you? He went, oh, yeah. And
What an idiot.
I said, so your name's not Dean then? So this whole date, I was calling him something else.
But why did he...
And then I said to him, what else are you lying about
Yeah.
right now? So that just done it for me, so I kind of left.
But why would you lie about... He didn't have a silly name, did he?
No, because Dean's really cool, by the way, because my brother's called Dean. And only
But
4
his
people.
real name wasn't something to be embarrassed
No,
of,
exactly.
was it?
But do you know what it was? He was on Tinder and he was...
I think he was seeing someone.
I think he
or
had a
in
girlfriend.
relationship,
I think he had a girlfriend.
And he was... Yeah, I think he
he had a girlfriend. Yeah.
Having a bit of fun.
So my second one, and I'll probably put
That was
this
a bad day.
up there.
Yeah.
So I went to London to see this guy for a date. Bearing in mind this was our second date, and I met this guy on Tinder again, but I thought there was a better connection. Excuse
I
the
thought
pun.
it was vibe.
Yeah, no, there was no connection in how we knew each other. Yeah.
Okay.
So he worked with somebody that my cousin knew. So I thought, okay, he's a little bit more real. He's not a
Yeah,
catfish, as you know,
yeah.
you've got to do all your vetting and all of that. And then, so we had the first date, and I thought, he's not so bad, wasn't so keen on his teeth, but, you know, that was all right.
Me.
Yeah, I was, his teeth were a little bit, but I thought, you know, we can fix that, no problem. And
Get him on your... What is it? Plan? Your dent...
my Invisalign, his den plan. Yeah, so
On your dent
I thought I'll
plan.
see him again. So in the meantime of seeing him again, he was quite...
Don't let him smile.
It was quite...
Sorry.
You're lovely, Richard, don't open your mouth.
Sorry.
he was quite keen on messaging me a lot and videoing me, and I was a bit like, okay, this is a bit too much. But anyway, I carried on with it. Met him in London, made the trip to London. Isn't far, but it's not on my doorstep. And I stayed at my auntie's, got there, got the tube in to see him. We had a nice meal. He took me somewhere really nice.
Yeah, it was a really nice
He
date,
was
wasn't
so
it?
rude to the waiters. He was like, oh, you know, they haven't
Yeah.
cleared our plates up. And I said, they're busy. Like, just
calm down. They'll get to us, yeah.
just wait. And I can't bear that. And they
Yeah.
always say,
Just relax.
however they treat the staff and stuff
Yeah,
is, don't
yeah.
they, you know?
Yeah, I don't like it when people feel they have a higher importance.
Yeah, and
than anyone else in the
really,
room.
he did not.
Yeah, I don't
So
like it.
I was like, just calm down. So already my back was up, okay? And then he said to me, oh, we're going to meet my friends. I said, no, we're not.
What?
He went, yeah, we're going to meet my friends. I said, this is our second date.
No, that's way too much.
I mean, what do you guys think about meeting friends on the second date? Or is that just me?
No,
because
I think that's too much.
you're trying to get to know someone.
if you're on a date with someone and you run into people, that's totally different.
That is completely
You kind
different.
of just have to adapt to the
Yeah.
situation, and
Yeah.
it will either go with you or against you,
Yeah.
and that's just how it is. But to plan it
He planned it.
without even mentioning it,
No.
without asking you first about how you might feel
I think he
about
thought I
it.
was his girlfriend.
Yeah, I think that's way too
So
much.
that's a bit too much. So I said, I'm not meeting them.
I think he was just really proud of you.
But he
Might
doesn't
show you
know
off.
me.
Yeah, I know.
Talking about proud, that was somebody else that said they're proud of me. Do you remember that? Remember?
No.
Yeah, well, that's
Proud
another...
of you?
Yeah, and I thought, God, you've only known me like 2 dates. Get a grip.
I mean, this is the thing. Do you know what? I would actually quite like... I mean, obviously, I haven't dated. God, you know, I was married. Well, I was with the same person for 10 years.
Yeah.
Long, long time. But I actually, with the right person and in the right situation, I'm not saying I'd want to go on a date to get married to someone.
No.
But I'd love to actually be massively surprised and taken on a proper date.
But do you know what? You'll be lucky to find that because that doesn't happen.
No, I know.
It doesn't happen. I've been single for...
It doesn't mean I want to date.
No.
But I'd like to go.
But that
on a
won't
date.
happen. That won't happen. Like, you'll go on a date, but to be, like, surprised and...
Yeah, and have someone I've just arranged, just say, leave it with me.
Yeah.
This is sort of what you need to wear, you know, as in, not telling me what to wear, but as
Yeah.
in, you know, smart, casual, whatever.
Yeah.
This is what time we need to be ready. Because I
Well-
love a surprise. Oh my God, I'd love that.
Well, I've
Is
been
that just
single.
fantasy world?
I've been single for 8
Okay.
years, guys, and no one's ever done that for me.
No.
And I was in a long-term relationship for nearly 7 years, and you know, so I'm kind of now been out of a relationship as long as longer
in
than
one.
I've been in
Yeah.
one. But let me just quickly back to the story. So I said to him, no, I don't want to see your friends. And then he said, okay, I won't go.
Oh yeah, still.
2 or 3 times he said this to me, and I said, this is how my voice got. I told you I don't want to go.
Oh.
I said, why are you not understanding me?
Noogie bum.
Yeah, so we was actually having an argument at the table. So anyway, he said, okay.
The fact that you actually have to say
Yeah.
that, like, why are you not
Yeah,
understanding?
so we left the place to eat. We went into a bar. Who did we see? All of his
friends.
friends. And I said to him, I went, what did I just say? He went, oh, sorry about that. Like, I'll get us a drink.
That's
and
embarrassing.
I went, yeah, you can get me a drink. I said, because this is not on.
No.
So I went to the toilets, rang my sister, and she said, just leave. Louise, seriously, just leave. So I did. And then he came with me on the tube all the way back to not all the way back to my auntie's. He got off a few stops before.
Oh.
And
it's just awkward, isn't it?
I
It's
never
really
contacted him
awkward.
again.
Really awkward.
Yeah,
How did you then? Did you say goodbye, or did he just get off? Or
he went, oh, okay, see you later. And I went, bye.
Of course you did.
You can imagine it. I went, bye.
I can remember that, and I can remember you ringing me.
Yeah, bye. And my auntie goes, cool, you're home early. And I went, oh, don't even start. And then I told her all about
horrible.
it. Yeah, I know.
So that's dating apps, isn't it? That's dating apps.
But dating I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I did meet this guy. Guys, this is spanning over 8 years, okay? This is not spanning over just the lockdown or a couple of years.
Just a year.
It's a lot of dates in 8 years. And I met a guy out in one of the bars in town, and I kind of thought he wasn't my cup of tea, and he had a bit of a connection to, someone you know.
Yeah.
And so I thought, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Completely
this is
not.
our saying.
Yeah.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Always.
If ever we have to ask each other something like, do we? Doesn't matter what it is with regards to, the answer will always be nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Always. So I kind of thought, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Exactly.
There isn't, is there?
No, so we went on one date and we had a really nice date. He took me to, what is that place called? Is it the Marquez, I think it's called?
No, I just thought it was Marquez.
Marquez in Hadley. We had such a nice date, and he actually did look really nice when he turned up. And I thought, okay, lovely. He picked me up. What a gentleman. Lovely, really nice. Just weren't feeling it though.
No.
And that's fine to not feel it.
Blandwidge.
Yeah, but he wasn't allowing me not to feel it.
Yeah.
It was like I had to feel, why didn't I like him?
Yeah, and then it was question.
Yeah, yeah. And then the next day, so I thought, you know what? We'll go again, just in case, didn't know. We went to Crazy Golf in Colchester.
God, yeah.
He turned up hungover.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember?
Yeah, of course I can.
Not impressed.
No.
Not impressed. I mean...
No, it's embarrassing.
These are these guys
I think it's really pathetic, actually.
Yeah.
If you're serious about a girl or a man or, whatever, and don't get me wrong, we've all gone out, had a few too many to drink and thought, oh, no. But the honest thing to do would be to make a phone call.
Yeah. I'd rather he'd done that, actually.
I'd
wasting
actually
my time.
rather somebody say, I am so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I can still see you.
I'd rather you be honest.
I'm just being honest with you.
No.
At least you can then turn around and say, either, no, if you can't control what you drink the night before, then
but
whatever.
I kind of thought, where is that?
Or, say, rearrange it for another time.
but where is that kind of
honesty,
being special to someone?
Yeah,
where is that? Do you know what, guys? I can't, because I've got a date with a really nice girl tomorrow, and I don't want to mess it up. Where is that?
Oh, it's lads, isn't it?
Does anybody else feel like that? Is that the generation we live in now? Because it's so accessible, like, oh, well, if she doesn't...
I'll just go on a date
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, my God. It makes me feel...
And, so I just don't really know where we go. What is wrong with the dating world?
There is, I do honestly feel like there is a branch out there, or a leaf unturned, or there's,
I mean, that bloomin' programme...
There's something out there that there's something missing.
That programme about co-parenting, is that what it's becoming now? So
then, do you know what I'm also really worried about? Which, okay, that's a different podcast, is the whole lockdown situation. But we're going to come out of lockdown, and I'm really worried about how everyone is going to behave. One, with alcohol, but two, like single people. Is it just going to be like a meat fest?
Well, I'm hoping that people are coming out of there and thinking, do you know what? It was awful being lonely. I'm ready to find someone now.
I hope so, yeah.
Or is it going to go the other way around where everyone's like, oh my God, I'm hungry just to have someone.
Yeah. Yeah, and just bounce from person to person. I'm not sure. It does slightly concern me, but...
But I used to think that it was, is it us girls that are wanting it more...
But
than
also,
the boys.
there's the other thing with the whole dating apps and stuff where, we do have to question the safety of it as well, because
100%.
with the dating apps now, like, you were saying to me, it's quite apparent that you can go on a dating app and actually just find sex.
100%.
Really easily.
Yep.
And then, before we know it, you're letting somebody in your house, or... not that you would, but go to someone's house that you don't know anything about. They, don't get me wrong, they could spend hours beforehand video calling you.
That means nothing,
messaging.
though. Yeah.
But that doesn't actually mean anything.
No.
But you feel like you've got to know them and then feel safe to...
Because that's all us as girls, that's what we do. That's how you get us. The time you'd spend to talk to us. Oh my God, we're putty in your hands.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that, it would be a little bit too, easy to trace if they suddenly came into your house and murdered you or something.
Yeah.
Because, it's all on, it's all documented. But, it is it dangerous?
100%. Because not everybody on there is genuine. So this happened recently.
We tell each other what we're doing.
And 100%. And actually, guys, if that is one thing I would definitely recommend, like... always tell someone.
Please have a safety buddy.
Yeah, always tell someone.
Even if it's someone that, for you, it might not actually be your best friend. It might be someone that maybe you're not as close to because they don't judge you as much or whatever. But you need to
always tell someone where you are, because there's that little, you can send your WhatsApp location, can't you? Yeah. So always
we do that with Snapchat.
Yeah, and Snapchat as well. So always do that, because as you're going to trust these people, because I'm hoping that you won't go on dates unless you know a bit about them and who they are, and keep local and that kind of thing.
Regular messages throughout the night.
Yeah, exactly. Just some little updates, because it will make you feel a lot better that somebody knows where you are and what's going on. But this happened on the other day on a dating app, just again, and I thought I recognised this guy. We matched, and he messaged me straight away and said, oh, he said something like, I don't know, oh, we're going to make really good babies. And I was like, I recognise your face. He said, oh, do you? Where from? I said, I'm sure it's from Instagram. So I went on my Instagram page, had a look, found the guy. His name weren't... I think on Tinder he was Trey. And this guy's name was Kieran.
What?
So he just used his photos.
No, I don't like that.
And I thought... I've got my wits about me. I thought, I recognise your face. That's not you. The guy Kieran has got loads of followers. He does all wellness and stuff.
I just don't understand how these people go.
He was using somebody else's picture, but somebody else is talking to him, thinking, "Oh my God, this guy, he likes me. We're going to meet up." But it's not going to be him, is it?
And then I can see why you turn around and you say,
"I'm done with it,
Lou. I've come off him. I'm done with it now."
Yeah.
And then where we're at, but we're coming out of lockdown soon.
Yeah. On the other hand, as well, I do know some people that have had success stories. I went to...
I do.
Yeah,
I definitely
do.
do.
My sister's friend got married in April last year. Was it April last year?
No,
it wasn't April last year. When did she get married? September. And...
What, with 15 people?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, because it had been moved. It was last April to begin with. Yeah, but she just wanted to get married. And she met her husband on Tinder.
Wow.
Who else do I know?
I do know a fair few people that met on dating
my friend who I work with found her boyfriend on Tinder.
Actually, a girl I know, she's quite young, and during lockdown met somebody on Tinder.
So did Emma.
And they're now getting a mortgage together.
Yeah, Emma did too. Emma found her guy. They went on a lockdown date last year, and I said, "Oh mate, be careful, Corona." Yeah. So
what do you do? Do you just take the rough with the smooth then?
I think you've got to, but I think...
I don't know.
I just think for me...
Depends how many knocks it gives you.
Yeah, you can't be too invested in it, I think.
Yes.
if you thought, because one
If
minute
you can detach yourself
Yeah.
from it,
definitely,
you could have a little bit of fun with it, a
Yeah.
little bit of banter with it, and then if it's not what you want, you turn it off
because one minute
again.
you're talking to somebody, the next minute they could be gone.
Yeah.
And I've done the same
Yeah.
thing. I've spoken to people and I've thought, oh no, and I'll unmatch.
Yeah.
But it's not
Yeah.
good for certain people's self-esteem if you
No.
already feel a little bit unconfident.
Yeah.
But please don't go on these apps for a confidence boost, because it's not going to give you that. It isn't.
I just wish that I could share with everybody your WhatsApps and your narration of of the apps,
The people
because
on there.
I have never seen anything like it.
Neither
And
had I.
I would say I'm pretty open-minded.
Well, I'll
I
tell you.
well, there was not one that I thought looked like a normal human being.
I'd say for every 100 swipes, I might think about somebody, but then still swipe left.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not every 20 I swipe right.
So as we said, please tell
I'd
us
love to know.
what your worst dates have
100%.
been. Any dating app nightmares, or just
And anything you think I should be doing
and
on
tell us
these
about
apps.
other dating material as well.
Yeah, am I selling myself right? What kind of guys am I attracting on there? Do you know what I'm saying? So if you have met someone on there, tell me what you did.
Yeah,
What was your opening line?
Give Louise your best dating app
advice
pointers, please.
Please.
I'd like to see somebody create a profile for her. Actually,
well, I tell you something. If somebody out there can get me a date, well, actually, no, let me take it
Louise,
back.
your inbox is going to be.
If somebody out there can get me, I'm going to say this, a boyfriend, not even a date.
Louise,
I want a boyfriend.
Your DMs are going mad over there.
Ping, ping, ping. Not. I want a boyfriend, not a date.
Yeah.
I'm dating for a potential future.
Yeah. That's the difference.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd love to hear, guys. I'd love to hear your pointers. I'm open-minded and I'm open to the criticism.
We're going to have to wrap you up a bit now, Louise.
Yeah.
Time's ticking.
Because I could just talk about this forever.
She's going to go on and on about these dates.
Yeah, we will.
But we need to hear your stories
I'd
now.
love to. Tell me,
please.
please.
Shut her up.
Yeah.
Tell us your stories, all right?
Please, cool.
Okay.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Take care, guys.